Hi, I'm going to discuss about the Lean Six Sigma. We have to learn to do more with less. Think of transformation, not just improvement. Transformation wherein companies, business units, or locations make a step change improvement in their operating performance. This enables them to access new strategic approaches such as repositioning themselves as a premium producer or driving market share by taking the low-cost position in the marketplace. There are three streams of activity required for transformation. One is to attain a proper understanding of the extent of the opportunity. Most companies don't truly understand the gap between their performance and high performance. They undercommit to making improvements in their organizations. Most companies underestimate the upside potential and ultimately underinvest to achieve excellence, leaving significant value on the table. Next is consciously choose a path to capture the opportunity. Once a company has decided that the opportunity available to it is important enough to aggressively pursue, the next major decision is which path to take. There are three basic mechanisms that companies take to close the identified gap. First is continuous improvement, targeted interventions, transformational programs. All of these three approaches can be successful in the right situation. The plans you create to transform your company will be populated with specific actions, but they typically need to adjust the following five levers to ensure sustainability in the long run. Lever number one, you need to understand both value creation and value destruction to make wise choices about cost cutting. Value creation is ultimately linked to a better understanding of customer needs and customer behavior. Value destruction means understanding which offerings in your portfolio consume more resources than can be supported by the profits you make off them. Process excellence requires thinking about how value is delivered through the business and viewing your organization from a process view rather than a functional view. Understanding how assets are performing in terms of return on investment gives management a perspective on the business they may never had before. The other element in this lever is a clear focus on return on investment capital. Evaluating ROIC is critical to enable the organization to prioritize what actions to take. Before any transformation, there is a need to shift the mindset of the leadership in order to unlock greater potential. The appropriate performance management mechanisms must be in place to motivate and guide employees through the transformation and thereafter sustain the competitive advantage. If done correctly, performance management speeds up the learning of the organizations and enables the delegation of improvement objectives down to the lowest position in the organization. Third activity is to build the continuous improvement execution capabilities to capture the opportunity both short and long term. There's a reason why transformation is often called a journey. A company will pass through multiple stages on the way to establishing new norms. First phase, awareness. Used to foreshadow to the broader organization that the change is being considered. Value estimation determines what the total improvement opportunity is as well as what the key levers are. Journey development, step change wherein speed and confidence is being built. Capability building, a process of transferring basic and programmatic knowledge to the associates in the business. Refinement, after the initial step change is complete, most organizations find themselves at the stage where they are confident but overwhelmed. The initial step change may have left them exhausted and must go through a period when they slow down after the large team leaves. In addressing leadership challenges in leading a transformation, one, you have to ensure that all your leadership understands and even embraces agreed short and long term priorities. Keeping the organization focused on efforts that are required to drive the kind of changes you've identified as necessary. You also have to manage and weigh the risk and the rewards. Owens, Illinois maximize the use of Six Sigma for the following goals: enhance productivity, increase execution speed, invest in and enhance employees' capabilities, delegate responsibilities, eliminate waste, reduce variation, and continually improve their processes. We also enhance OI wellness culture to be more collaborative and focused on results. Deploying the tools only at the process level will fail to deliver the full potential of the process improvement processes. They need to be implemented as part of the transformation. Many companies have no clear idea of what their complexity is costing them. To reduce the cost of complexity, they have to know the hidden cost of added offerings on a process. They also have to understand the true cost of their services and product. They also have to know the upstream cost of complexity and the downstream cost of a complexity. There comes a point in every Lean Six Sigma deployment when leaders realize that the best way to drive more cost reduction inside the value chain is to look outside the chain, or rather, to extend their view of that chain both upstream and downstream. Upstream improvements. These are changes within suppliers that directly affected performance and or cost to the manufacturer. Example is significantly reduced scrap both at suppliers and in the company's own manufacturing operations. Downstream improvement. These are dealer improvements that also benefited the manufacturer. Example is reduced shipping charges associated with return or unused parts. Extended enterprise ties all five of these tenets together. A customer perceived value. Extended view of upstream and downstream, asset management and ROIC focus, process excellence, leadership and organizational capabilities, rigorous performance management. A typical BPO, specifically call center, contains too many moving parts, poorly understood interrelationships among processes, and way too much continuous change. Dealing with Orus customers, shoestring budgets, customer attrition, crazy work hours and schedules, customer satisfaction, and many more are some of the major challenges faced by the sector and needs to be addressed in a more organized manner. The defects in its BPO sector can be analyzed, measured, and controlled in time through Six Sigma.